What a night it was in the world of boxing after George Kambosos shocked the boxing world with his November 2021 win over Timo Lopez to become the unified lightweight champion. It was expected that his first titles to Devin Haney. However, last night, the long-awaited showdown finally took place at the RC Arena in Perth, Australia. It was an absolute slugfest, with both fighters leaving it all in the ring from the opening bell. Lomachenko came out firing, throwing lightning-fast jabs and crisp combination tosses, however was ready for the challenge, standing toe-to-toe with the former champion and firing back with his own powerful shots. Pace was relentless, with neither willing to back down. Round after round they traded blows, with each landing significant punches. Lomachenko showcased his trademark footwork, darting in and out of range and peppering Kosas with sharp jabs and hooks. Kosas refused to be outdone, pressing forward and unleashing a barrage of punches of his own. As the fight wore on, both fighters began to show signs of fatigue, but neither would relent in the championship rounds. The intensity reached a fever pitch, with both Lomachenko and Kambosos throwing caution to the wind and letting it all hang out. They exchanged blow after blow, with neither giving an inch. Despite being 36 years old, Vasiliy Lomachenko showed the heart of a warrior. It was a night of intense action, with Lomachenko leaving it all in the ring, showcasing his incredible skill and determination. But little did we know that sad news was looming on the horizon for boxing fans after the fight. News emerged from against Kambosos was to be his last for fans who had followed Lomachenko's career. This news came as a heavy blow. Lomachenko, known for his dazzling footwork, lightning-fast combinations, and masterful ring craft, had long been considered one of the greatest boxers of his generation. Did you feel like you deserved to be undisputed champion tonight? I don't want to talk any about this. All people see what happened today. We talked about the size. Throughout his career, Lomachenko had achieved remarkable success, capturing world titles in multiple weight classes and earning a reputation as one of the most technically proficient fighters in the sport. Three-division champion has left an indelible mark on the world of boxing, achieving remarkable success throughout his illustrious career. Yet despite his many accomplishments, there remained one elusive goal: become the undisputed champion. In his last fight against dying Haney, Lomachenko suffered a controversial unanimous decision loss. Many in the boxing community felt he had done enough to secure the victory, but the judges saw it differently, and Haney was awarded the decision. This defeat meant that LMA missed out on the opportunity to claim the title of undisputed lightweight champion, a goal that had eluded him throughout his prime. Lomachenko treated fans to countless electrifying moments, showcasing his exceptional skill and technique both in his amateur days and in his professional bouts. Performances in the ring garnered him worldwide recognition and cemented his status as one of the sport's most admired athletes. But now it's clear that Lomachenko has reached a point in his career where it's time to hang up the gloves. He has accomplished so much and has nothing left to prove. The time, as they say, is undefeated, and it seems that he has finally caught up with the legendary boxer.
Get my career, podcast, history, fuck all that shit.
People who don't know, please go online right now and Google Vasiliy Lomachenko. He might be the best boxer that's ever lived. He might be.
I was worried about that we were going to fight about this, but I think we're on the same page here. So
he's on such another level with his footwork and movement. I just can't come up with a comparable. I mean, there's been some amazing boxers way back to Sugar Ray Robinson and Willie Pep, and all those guys paved the way.
Yeah.
But I feel like everything evolves, right? Every combat sport, even art and music, evolves to the current state it's at now, which you get the best of the best right now, and you go, wow, they've learned from Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard and Roy Jones and Bernard Hopkins, and Lomachenko is, in my eyes, is the best. The way he moves is insane.
Yeah.
And he's super aggressive. He's not like Floyd Mayweather, who is arguably the best ever, you know, multiple-time world champion in multiple divisions, 49-0, only been like hit solid, maybe 7, 8.
The news of Vasiliy Lomachenko's retirement sent shockwaves through the boxing world, eliciting a wide range of reactions from fellow professionals. While many expressed admiration for Lomachenko's storied career and unparalleled skill, there were also some who offered critical perspectives on his decision to hang up the gloves. Terence Crawford, WBO welterweight champion, took to social media to express his admiration for Lomachenko, stating Lomachenko was a true master of the craft. His footwork, his angles, his ring IQ, simply unmatched. He leaves behind a legacy that will inspire generations of fighters to become unified heavyweight champion. Tyson Fury also weighed in, praising Lomachenko's technical brilliance and stating Lomachenko was a magician, and the ring. Watching him box was like watching poetry in motion.
Real. Look at it, he stands right in front of people, man. He just has such brilliant movement, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like the perfect example of like new wave, like this stage.
So that right there, what do you?
Yeah.
This
Sidestep movement.
Yeah, he does this. It's a hop actually. He hops inside, and it.
He brought a level of skill and finesse to the sport that few could match. Manny Pacquiao, boxing legend and former multi-division champion, shared his thoughts on Lomachenko's retirement, saying LMA was a true warrior. He always gave his all in the ring and never backed down from a challenge. His dedication to the sport was truly inspiring. Fans often like to think of Lomachenko as something of a privileged Pacquiao. They're both soft who use crazy footwork angles and combinations to swarm their opponents. However, Lomachenko is far more technical and cerebral in his approach, whereas Pacquiao is a reckless and fearless warrior. Both approaches work in their own way. In addition to his fellow fighters, trainers and pundits alike lauded Lomachenko's contributions to the sport. Renowned trainer Freddie Roach commented, LMA was a once-in-a-generation talent. His ability to control the pace of a fight and dictate the action was second to none. He will be sorely missed in the boxing world. Rogan's reaction was a blend of respect for Lomachenko's achievements and curiosity about the reasons behind his decision. Here's how Rogan responded. Man, Vasiliy Lomachenko retiring, that's a big deal in the world of boxing. The GU, a technical wizard in the ring, his footwork, his angles, his ability to break down opponents. It's on another level. It's always bittersweet when a fighter like Lomachenko decides to hang up the gloves. On one hand, you got to respect the decision. He's given so much to the sport. But on the other hand, you can't help but wonder what could have been. Not everyone was queer at this stage in his career. Ward stated, while Lomachenko's accomplishments are undeniable, I can't help but feel that he still had more to give to the sport. Retirement is a personal decision, but I believe he had the talent and the ability to continue competing at a high level. Similarly, ESPN boxing analyst Max Kelleran raised concerns about Lomachenko's legacy, suggesting that his failure to secure the undisputed lightweight title would leave a lasting stain on his career. Kelleran remarked, L's decision to retire is understandable, but it's disappointing that he wasn't able to achieve his goal of becoming the undisputed champion. There will always be a blemish on an otherwise stellar career. While these criticisms may sting, it's clear that Lomachenko's legacy is secured. His contributions to the sport of boxing are undeniable, and his impact will be felt for years to come. Lenko should be undisputed champion. He won. Wow, he won that fight. What was it about his performance tonight that makes you say that he deserved the win? He landed to clean the punches, landed to clean the shots on Dev, and he pushed the pace. What you saw tonight means that if Devin Haney decides to stay at 135, you could potentially get a shot at the undisputed. Just yet, he's still got plenty of fight left in him, and there are still battles to be won. One big reason is that he's not finished proving himself in the ring. Sure, he's faced some tough challenges. That's what makes a fighter great, ability to bounce back and show what they're made of. Take his match against Devin Haney, for example. People believe Lomachenko deserved the win, or at the very least a draw. He's got unfinished business there, and a rematch could settle the score once and for all. Plus, Lomachenko is not one to shy away from a challenge. Retirement and wait, a rematch with Haney could be just the beginning of his comeback story. Lomachenko really wanted a rematch against Devin Haney in their first fight. Lenko lost, but he believed he deserved to win. The judges scored it 116, 112, 115, 113, and 115, 113 in favor of Haney, but many people, including Lomachenko himself, thought he did enough to win, especially in the later rounds. Abe was firm in his belief that he was the better fighter, and some folks agreed with him or thought the match should have been declared a draw, but some heavyweight names in boxing disagreed. They thought Lomachenko had outboxed Haney at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas. After the bout, Lomachenko's manager Aegis Kuss didn't hold back. He called it the biggest robbery in the daylight. He felt like Haney's team got an early Christmas gift. Kleinris even mentioned they were thinking about appealing the decision. It was a close fight, like a chess match, with neither fighter clearly dominating. Some rounds were really close, and it could have even been a draw. While the decision for Haney wasn't terrible, it was tough for Lomachenko's legacy. Many think Lomachenko shouldn't have gotten that loss on his record, and some say the same for Haney. Maybe if draws were given out more often, it could lead to more rematches and motivate fighters. Lomachenko versus Haney was an amazing fight in every way except for the decision. Like and subscribe, press the button for more updates. See you in the next one.